The Gentle Art of Timing Joy. Wellness by Maree Zimnny.
Have you ever walked into a room, bright-eyed and full of energy, excited to share something wonderful, only to realise, a little too late, that the person you're speaking to isn't in that space at all? There are moments when sharing your joy is precisely what is needed. At other times, a slight pause helps your words land more gently. Understanding chronic unpredictability. For those living with chronic conditions such as fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, autoimmune disease, or other long-term health challenges, each day can unfold differently. Pain ebbs and flows. Someone might wake up coping, yet by afternoon their pain is far more intense. Every person has a different threshold. What is bearable for one may be overwhelming for another. These shifts often happen quietly, without any visible sign. For many, especially after COVID, chronic conditions feel like a mystery with no straightforward fix. By the time someone reaches acceptance, they have usually tried countless suggestions. Some days they can meet you in your joy. Other days they are simply surviving. This is not a lack of care. It's the body's wise protection when its reserves run low, a resilient act rather than a weakness. Reading the unseen signs. Sometimes we notice subtle cues before a word is spoken. The eyes, the posture, a quiet heaviness. Excitement can cause us to miss those signals, not from lack of care, but because our attention turns inward. Living with chronic illness often masks pain to avoid sympathy or awkwardness, so signs are easy to miss. They may smile and say all the right words, yet their system is already stretched thin, much like the quiet disappointment you might feel when bright news meets gentle silence. Even expressing joy for someone else can take energy they do not have that day. The wisdom of timing. Timing can be its own quiet wisdom. Before you speak out loud, take a breath and notice the person in front of you. Then let your heart lead rather than analysis. Observe their energy, facial expressions and posture. Ask yourself, is now the right moment, or would waiting serve better? A brilliant suggestion on the wrong day can feel overwhelming and be dismissed, not because it is bad, but because the person does not have the capacity to hear it. On another day, the same suggestion may land softly and be welcomed. For example, a friend's well-meant "just go for a walk" might feel overwhelming on a flare-up day, even if the same idea feels encouraging on a better day. Presence. Before you speak out loud, take a moment to tune into your heart. It is not about holding back or second-guessing every word. It's about softening your focus on your own thoughts and turning towards the space between you and the world. For the person living with chronic pain, it also means knowing it's okay to honour limits without guilt. A quieter response is not disinterest. It is often the reality of living in a body doing its best to get through the day. For those who love, work with, or walk alongside them, remember that a muted reaction is not a reflection of your value, but rather a reflection of what is possible in that moment. Their capacity to show joy may not always match your energy, yet the pleasure can still be there. The power of the pause. When we pause and listen to our inner sense before speaking and feel whether it's a today or not today, conversations become softer, more attuned, and more supportive. Try it this week. Choose one conversation, take a tiny pause before speaking out loud, and notice what shifts in the space between you. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can offer is not advice, information, or a solution. It is the pause, the willingness to feel the moment first. Next time you step into that room bright-eyed and full, let the pause remind you, your joy can wait, but their unseen world and the space between unfold now.
About Maree. Maree runs the Relief Clinic to provide online coaching and mentoring for stress, anxiety and burnout, which is almost standard in today's busy world. Find her at facebook.com/The Relief Clinic Online. This article was read by Rebecca Rose,
Sandy Miller.